What's up, people? It's your boy Crypto Blood. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning. Getting the day started late. My daughter wasn't feeling well, so I had to nurse her until I could get my mother-in-law to pick her up. She wasn't feeling well this morning, people, so I'm getting a late start. I got my coffee. I got my cigar, smoking a Monte Cristo private batch number 2. Look at that wrapper. Oily. Man, that's good smoking right there. Today, let me just cut this real quick. Today we're going to talk about, this is going to be should be a quick video. I did a video about this maybe a month or so ago, and I came to the conclusion that I will probably be done with investing in ICOs for now. Not saying like I'm not interested in different projects. There are a lot of unique and fun, innovative projects out there. But personally, until these companies, these startups start to learn how to price their ICOs in the proper manner, I will not be participating in any ICOs. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because I was having a great debate with an individual under one of Mike B's latest videos regarding ICOs, and the guy brought up some good points. He surely did. I guess he was responding to my comment about ICOs and how I feel about them. I don't feel, unlike Mike B, and it's cool. I love debates, and I love to have debates with people regarding different topics. We don't always, the internet is so soft, man. Like, you don't have to always agree with people, and you can still be friends and be acquaintances with people. You don't have to always agree with them. So my position on ICOs, though, and people were actually talking about this, complaining about the pricing of ICOs, or post-ICO, I should say, post-ICO token prices. And I was just like, yo, I'm gonna do a video, because I mean, I already did a video, but I'll do another one, and I'll link to the video that I already did. It was about a month ago. I'll link to that right here. So yeah, the guy was like, well, first, my position is the onus is on the company to price these ICOs properly. It's not on per se so much the investor. And you know, some people's arguments is that ICOs and tokens are not investments. They shouldn't be looked that way. Well, I'm just going to be frank with you. Technically, maybe they're not right now. They're not, you know, securities. They're not equities in companies. But I'm just going to be honest with you. They are treated as investments by 99.9% of the people who buy them. Why would I put my money into something and first I don't get any equity? I don't get any say on the board. Very few of them have actual dividends that pay out, and nothing. So I'm just gonna give them money. They're gonna give me these useless tokens back, and it's a lose-lose for me. I think people look at these as investments or flips, whatever you want to call them. It is what it is, because if they didn't look at them that way, we wouldn't even have an ICO market. People wouldn't be giving their hard-earned Ether or Bitcoin to these companies. It's not up to us as the investor. We don't have a fiduciary responsibility to fund projects that are neat and need funding. No, if that's the case, they would need to go the traditional route and get funds from VCs. I've experienced and gone through 2 tech startups founded 2 tech startups and have gone through the rigmarole of talking with VCs, angel investors, and so on and so forth. So I understand how the investment climate works. And like I said, it's on the onus. The onus is on the companies to properly price these ICOs, and also properly allot the proper amount of tokens. So they need to bring the token float down. How much they're issuing, the token issuance needs to come back a whole bunch. Yes, that means less money raised. Or, you know, yeah, for me personally, I would say these companies need to bring in their token float or issuance so that it's more attractive to the end users, and to create and sustain value for those investors. The growing trend is really what's happening, in my opinion, is that, see, markets eventually they're self-aware, and they learn. So we as a collective market over time will learn and start to be able to price assets, crypto assets, ICOs and such at the right price. We'll start to bring equilibrium to these prices in the market. Most of these ICOs, what they really fall under is what they really need, what's called in the traditional VC term or VC world, they need pre-seed funds. Pre-seed means no revenue, maybe a prototype, you know, just kind of an overall concept that has been thought out pretty well. Research has been done about the industry they're in, so on and so forth. That's pre-seed. And once you start getting a little funds, you know, you start making a little revenue, you at least test the you test the idea, the hypothesis, you test it. If it comes back, yes, there's demand for this particular product, then you know, you start to maybe have a beta, have a small closed beta run, and then from there you open it up to open beta, and then, you know, at that point maybe you start to introduce the revenue side of it. And once that happens, then maybe you can get some seed round funding. And then from there, once you get some seed round funding, you're making revenue, you're making 20 to 50,000 a month in revenue. Now you can go get an A round of funding. That's how it goes, people, in the real world. So I think the ICO markets are trying, you know, we're all figuring this out, and a lot of you guys don't know about traditional investments, that whole industry of VCs, angel investors, convertible debt, convertible notes, and cap tables, and all that stuff. There's a whole, so when people go and do an IPO, the traditional initial public offering on the equities market, they spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to work with a firm to properly price their IPO. And so we're gonna need to see that in the ICO industry, in my opinion. That's just my humble opinion. That's from my experience, and that's why I say the onus is on the company, not on the investor, to invest in an ICO. Make it attractive for us, guys. You ICOs that are coming out, you know, now or going forward, make the deals attractive enough for people to want to invest, and leave room for them to for it to be a benefit for them. Because if it's not, then there's no need for us to give you guys money. I wouldn't expect you to think that. So that's pretty much my 2 Satoshis on IPOs, or ICOs I should say. I'm gonna get going. I gotta run back to the crib. I got an interview with Nick from Truth Blitz we're getting ready to do. Just took care of my daughter, got her squared away, got my coffee, got my cigar. Have a great day, people. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla. Boom.